My sister Sarah's words felt like ice water down my back. Everyone at the barbecue laughed like it was the funniest joke they'd ever heard. But I wasn't laughing. My name is Emma Carter. I'm 27 years old, and that summer afternoon changed everything. Sarah stood there with her perfect nails and expensive sunglasses, the kind that cost more than my weekly groceries. Mom clapped her hands like Sarah had just won an award. Dad shook his head, but he was smiling too. My brother Michael chuckled into his burger. Even my little cousins giggled because the adults were laughing. I stood there holding a bag of hot dog buns, store brand, on sale. The only thing I could afford to bring, or so they thought. The sun felt too hot suddenly, the music too loud, their laughter too sharp. I placed the buns on the picnic table carefully. Then I picked up my red plastic cup, filled with cheap punch, and I said loud enough for everyone to hear. Here's to Sarah, who would be living in her car right now if I hadn't paid her rent for the last 8 months. The laughter stopped, just stopped, like someone had pressed pause on the whole world. A bee buzzed past. Someone's phone rang in the distance. Sarah's face went white, then red, then white again. Mom's mouth opened, but no sound came out. Dad's eyes went wide like I'd just said a bad word. "What did you just say?" Sarah whispered. But she heard me. They all heard me. I didn't say it again. I just finished my punch, set down the cup, and walked to my car. My hands didn't shake. My voice didn't crack. I'd been quiet for so long. They thought quiet meant weak. Today they learned different. Have you ever been the joke at a family party when you were the one keeping everyone afloat? Drop a comment and tell me your story. I want to know I'm not alone in this. 4 days went by, silent days. Then my phone started buzzing. Mom called first. "Emma, honey, family takes care of family, you know that." Her voice was sweet like honey on poison. I typed back fast. "Then you take care of Sarah, I'm done." Dad called next. His voice was angry. "You embarrassed your sister in front of everyone. What's wrong with you?" "What's wrong with me?" I said slowly. "Dad, I've been paying your car payment for 2 years. Did you forget that part?" Silence. Long silence. Then the call ended. He just hung up. For years, I had been their secret bank. They made fun of my thrift store clothes. They laughed at my small apartment. They pointed at my old phone. But they loved my bank transfers. Now, without the money, they didn't know what to say to me. I made spaghetti that night. Just for me. No extra for leftovers. No planning for unexpected guests. The kitchen was quiet. Peaceful quiet. Not lonely quiet. For the first time in years, I wasn't feeding people who treated me like a piggy bank with legs. Then I remembered. My phone buzzed with a bank notification. "Automatic payment sent, $1,850, car loan for David Carter." My dad's car. I'd set it up so long ago I'd forgotten it was still running, even after everything. My money was still floating out the door on autopilot. I grabbed my laptop fast, opened my banking app, found the automatic payment screen. My finger hovered over cancel recurring payment. A message popped up. "Are you sure this will stop all future payments?" I clicked yes so hard I almost broke my mouse. Done, finished. No more automatic rescues, no more silent saving. They could save themselves now. Within 3 hours, my phone exploded. Aunt Rebecca called. "Is it true your dad might lose his car?" Her voice was dripping with fake concern, real gossip hunger. "That's between him and the bank now," I said calmly. By nighttime, my phone had 47 messages. Cousins I hadn't heard from in months. Family friends asking if everything was okay. Sarah posted on social media. "Sometimes the people closest to you hurt you the most," with a sad face emoji. She got 89 likes. Suddenly I was the bad guy, the mean sister, the selfish daughter. They forgot every payment, every late-night transfer when their power was about to shut off, every grocery run, every everything. When I was helping quietly, I was invisible. When I stopped, I became the villain. I sat in my living room that night. One small couch. One lamp. One ME. No audience demanding a performance. The lamp glowed warm and yellow. I thought about every birthday where I'd bought Sarah's gifts because she was too stressed to shop. Every Christmas where my presents funded everyone else's joy. I pulled out a notebook, drew a line down the middle. On one side I wrote, "Things I paid for." On the other, "Times they said thank you." The first column filled up 2 pages. The second column stayed empty, completely empty, not even once. I wrote new rules for myself that night. Simple rules, clear rules. 1. Never pay for disrespect. 2. Never fund people who mock you. 3. Never explain yourself to people who pretend not to understand. My phone buzzed again. Sarah. Just $200 for groceries, please, Emma, I'm begging. I typed one word. No. Then I turned off my phone. The apartment was so quiet I could hear the refrigerator humming. But it felt good, earned, real. Have you ever said no to family after years of yes? Comment 1 if you stayed quiet and paid. Comment 2 if you finally stopped. 3 weeks later, I did something wild. I invited them to the same park, same picnic area, same tables under the same trees. I got there early and set up, but this time was different. No decorations, no fancy food, just sandwiches, water bottles, and 3 large envelopes. Sarah arrived first, heels clicking on the sidewalk, designer purse swinging. Mom came next looking nervous. Dad walked slow, carrying a folding chair like a shield. They all looked around confused. Where's the food? Mom asked. Where's the grill? Sarah added. Sit down, I said, not mean, not sweet, just firm. They sat. Old habits die hard. I stayed standing. The sun was warm on my shoulders. I slid an envelope to Dad. This one's yours. One to Mom. Yours. One to Sarah. And yours. They opened them together. Inside were job APPLICTONS, printed and highlighted with sticky notes. Instructions, phone numbers of managers I'd called personally. Sarah's face went from confused to insulted in 2 seconds. A grocery store? Are you joking? Mom's voice got sharp fast. Emma, this is mean. This is cruel. Dad stared at the papers like they might bite him. This is help, I said quietly. Real help. Real help, Sarah shouted. Real help would be money. Real help is teaching you to get money, I said, without using mine. Mom stood up fast. Her chair scraped loud. We're your family. You don't treat family like this. You treated me like this for years, I said. My voice stayed steady. You just called it jokes. Dad looked at the application. His hand shook a little. These places really hearing? Yes, I said. I called Monday. They're expecting applications by Friday. He nodded once. Slow and heavy, like he was surrendering something he'd been carrying too long. Sarah threw her envelope on the table. What if I can't do this? Then you try again, I said. But you try with your name, not my bank account. Something shifted in the air, not softer, just honest. Mom picked up her envelope again, looked at the highlighted sections. You really called them? Every single one, I said. They gathered their things, slower this time, less angry, more thoughtful. Car doors closed soft instead of slamming. Engines started, drove away. I stayed at the table, drank my water slow. A dog ran past chasing a tennis ball. Kids laughed on the swings. Life kept going. The world didn't stop because my family was mad. When I packed up to leave, my phone buzzed. Unknown number. Got an interview Tuesday. Thanks for the push. Don't expect more thanks. I smiled, didn't reply. Some changes happen in silence. 2 weeks passed. Then an email landed in my inbox. New employee orientation, Sarah Carter. Position, pharmacy technician trainee. I read it 3 times. She'd actually done it. She didn't call me, didn't text, just worked. And somehow that felt right. Dad called 4 days later. His voice was different, smaller but stronger somehow. That warehouse job's still available. I sent him the contact again. No lecture. No, I told you so. Just the information. Days later, a photo appeared on my phone, Dad in a warehouse vest, giving a thumbs up, smiling, really smiling, not pretending. The caption said, Day 1 feels good. Mom's text came late one night, just a screenshot. A work schedule, her name at the top. Bakery assistant. No explanation, no apology, just proof. The family group chat got quieter, shorter, normal. People talked about weather, recipes, regular things, not emergencies, not desperate requests, just life. I cooked dinner with my boyfriend Jake. We chopped vegetables together. Music played soft in the background. You seem lighter, Jake said. Like you're not carrying bricks anymore. Maybe I finally put them down, I said. He smiled, kissed my forehead. Just make sure you don't build walls so high nobody can reach you. I heard what he meant. Boundaries saved me. But boundaries can't become PRISONS. We planned a weekend trip, just us. No phone calls to rescue anyone, no emergencies to solve, just living. Online, some cousin posted something shady. Some people forget where they came from. Comments piled up with agreement, hearts and sad faces. I didn't respond. Let them write their version. I was living mine. Sarah texted at 2 a.m. one night. First paycheck, it's mine, I earned it, keeping this job. No, thank you. But that honesty meant more than thank you ever could. Dad called on his first payday. Got paid today, he said, laughing like a kid. Feels different when you earn it yourself. Keep going, I said, and he did. Mom sent me a flyer, community food drive. Volunteering Sunday if you want to come. Not asking for money, asking for time, I went. We packed boxes side by side. Didn't talk about the past, just worked, together, different. That Sunday I went back to the park, brought a blanket, sat under the same tree where everything had changed. But this time I wasn't alone. Jake brought sandwiches. We watched clouds move slow across the sky. Does this feel like winning? He asked. It feels like peace, I said. He squeezed my hand. Then keep choosing it. That night everything felt different. My apartment, my bills, my life, everything matched. No hidden payments, no secret rescues, just my life, my choices, my peace. I found that old red cup from the picnic, washed it, kept it on my kitchen shelf. A reminder, boundaries aren't mean, they're necessary. I watered my plants, checked my bank account. Everything balanced, really balanced, for the first time in years. They stopped needing my money. I stopped needing to be needed. And somehow we all became more of a family, not less. Real family doesn't cost everything. It gives something back. Have you ever chosen yourself after years of choosing everyone else? If this story touched your heart, like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe to Iron Revenge for more stories of people who finally stood up. Your support means everything and helps me keep bringing you these real life stories. What would you have done at that picnic? Tell me in the comments below.